anything like me, then you're either throwing away tons of coffee pods every week, or you know somebody that is. All those tiny cups can serve another purpose after you get your cup of coffee from it. They can brighten up any window in the house with just a few flowers, string, and hooks. And we all know that now, more than ever on these snow-filled days, that we need to bring a little color into our life. So on my workspace, I have my coffee pods that I've actually spray painted this beautiful blue color. And I used this Krylon craft spray paint that I found at one of the local craft stores. And you can also find it on Amazon if you like. And they're around $5 each, any color you wish. I also got some flowers, some fake flowers, because during the wintertime it's really hard to find some flowers that are alive and small enough to fit into these coffee pods. So I figured I'd just go with some fake ones for now, and then as the springtime comes, I can go ahead and change it up and put in some real flowers. But you can also look for some succulents or even air plants, which are perfect for our coffee pods. So I got these flowers at Joann's fabric store for, I think it was buy one, get two free, so I thought that was a really good deal. I also have some wine corks that I cut in half, and they actually fit beautifully inside. As well as some styrofoam balls that I cut in half as well, and they stick in great as well. Now, along with that, I've got some moss that I will use to put on top, so that kind of covers up everything after I put in my flowers. Now, as you can see, my styrofoam fits beautifully in there, so I don't have to do anything. It's not going to move around, and once I stick my flowers in, they're not going to fall around either. So I've already got that in, but before I stick flowers in there, I'm going to use my thread, and you can use any kind you want. You can use fishing string or sewing thread, any string that you can get, and you're just going to put it on a needle, thread it in, and knot it as well as you can at the ends, and you're going to poke some holes in the side. Now the plastic is thin enough, so the needle's going to go right through, so it's perfect. So I'm going to start on the inside, so my knot's on the inside. And I'm just going to poke a hole to go right through. There it goes. Can we see? There you go. And I'm going to poke it all the way through. I'm not going to pull it all the way through yet because I want to leave a little bit in, and I'm actually going to put a dab of hot glue in there just to make sure once I get the flowers in here, that it's not going to pull out when I hang it up on the hooks. So I've got it through one hole, and I'm going to come around to the other side on the outside, and I'm going to stick it through the other one. And I'm not going to pull it all the way through because I want to leave some room so that when I hang it, it'll work out beautifully. It'll hang. So I'm going to tie a little knot, and once we get that, we are ready to put in our flowers. So we can go ahead and snip it, the string. And I'm probably going to go ahead and make just another knot. I'm going to tie it one more time, just so it's secure. And I'm going to go ahead and add my dot of glue before I get the flowers in there. So bring my glue gun over and just put a little dab right inside. One dab and two dabs. And there we go. And it'll dry. Alright. Now my string's in. It won't come out. And I can start cutting and arranging my flowers. Now first up, I'm going to use some of these beautiful pink little pom-pom flowers, and as you can see, they're really big. So we're just going to trim them down, and I can keep some of the beautiful little leaves if I'd like, and I'm just going to go ahead and push them in my styrofoam, and the styrofoam's good because it'll hold and it's soft, so you can push it in and leave some room. And I think I'm going to add some of these purple flowers and smush them in again. Just kind of arrange them any way you like. Once I have the flowers the way I want, I'm going to go ahead and take my moss that I have over here, and I'm going to cover up the styrofoam ball just to make it a little neater and prettier. Now, if you're going to use a cork, I would suggest, since it is harder material, to go ahead and use your hot glue gun and just glue pieces of your flowers onto that. Flowers, leaves, ferns, whatever you get if you're using fake flowers. And just kind of snip them off. I'll show you. This one's a tough one. Let's try right here. There we go. And you're going to put just a little bit of, just a little tiny dab of glue. You don't need a whole lot. Okay, and then once you get your glue on there, you stick your piece wherever you like it. And the glue will hold it up. And then you're going to hot glue the cork inside of the cup. That way the cork doesn't move around because it's not the same size as your cup. And then you can string it and hang it just the way we did all the other ones. And there we go, a little bit of color on our winter snowy day. Happy crafting, guys. See you next time.